Also in the head and the neck, we have the cranial nerves. The cranial nerves that in the visceral cranium in the throat that we're interested in are the fifth, the seventh, the ninth, and the 10th. Now the 8th is indirectly related because through embryological development, the inner ear was attached to the throat through Meckel's cartilage was one, and Reichert's cartilage was the other cartilage during embryology that fused those two together. As a matter of fact, if you remember, the smallest skeletal muscles in the body are the tensor tympani and stapedius, which are little muscles in the inner ear, which cause these bones to contract to attenuate the sound. Well, one of them is, one of these muscles is innervated by the trigeminal nerve, and the other one is innervated by the facial nerve. And they're only like a few millimeters apart. Why do two nerves innervate muscles so close together? Well, the answer is when these brachial arches were formed, when these gill arches were formed, the first arch, where Meckel's cartilage was part of the mandibular branch of the first arch, Meckel's cartilage helped form the front of the jaw, and then when it matured, it formed the sphenomandibular ligament, and then the other part of the ligament formed the malleus and incus. So it only makes sense that the muscle there is innervated by the 5th nerve. So the 9th and the 10th cranial nerves are also involved with the 9th and the 10th and the 11th cranial nerves, and the 12th are also involved with the pharyngeal arches. So when we're working with the cervical plexus, and we're working on the visceral cranium, we're affecting all these cranial nerves as well, and the reflex connections with perhaps the ear or other structures we can't get our hands at. If somebody had a problem in the ear, suppose they had a tinnitus or ringing in the ear or fullness in the ear or for vertigo, say, who says that that can't be affected by maybe loading the sphenomandibular ligament from the jaw that might indirectly affect that? Or who says that working the hyoid bone, part of Reichert's cartilage, might not affect the inner ear as well?